Hi everybody. So this is going to be update video number 2. So I got the truck all back together, and so I took apart this shock right here, and when I finally got the cap off, which I will mention that this cap was extremely tight, like I had to wrap a rag around the shock here and grab it with a pair of channel lock pliers really hard, and to get this shock cap off, it was extremely tight, like almost like they had a problem at the factory and they were just trying to get it to stop leaking by over tightening it. And it didn't crack the cap, but when I did take the cap off, what I did find was the shock bladder at the top was not installed correctly, and it was not sealing properly, so it was just weeping out of the hole, the bleed hole here, constantly. So I took the bladder out, and it was, from being like that for so long, it is now deformed. So I put it back in the shock, put it back in the cap, tighten it up, and it is leaking, like at full compression. It will leak out of the bleed hole, but much less than before. So I'm going to contact Horizon about this, and hopefully they'll do right and send me out a couple new shock bladders. Sorry. So that's what the issue with that shock was. But all the other shocks seem to be fine. Everything else seems to be tight. I will say that the plastics on this seem to be nice quality plastics. Pretty happy with the quality of the plastics on this car. And also some of the hardware they're using on this truck, four big 4mm bolts like this. I'm pretty pleased with that. Like they definitely went to 5th scale hardware on some of this stuff on this truck here, and everything else seems to be just fine. I will say that I'm pretty impressed with the thickness of this brace. This brace is quite impressive. Like, if you were to bend a chassis and you had this brace on here, you're doing some pretty high jumps, I think. I'm pretty impressed with this. I haven't driven this car yet, so you never know. But I kind of like this brace here. Probably be hard pressed to bend the chassis now. I got my lipos in here. These are Power Hobby 6500 milliamps, and they're 100C discharge. And I had these when I had my X-Max, and they're quite nice batteries for the price. Actually, they work quite well. Get good runtime with them, and good temperatures at the end of a good hard run. I will say that I also have coming for this, I have a 23 tooth pinion, and I also have their debris guards, and they go here. I saw them in the optional parts list, and I decided to order them because they look like a good idea to me, that's for sure. But so it's all back together now, so I hope this weekend to get a running video of this. And so it's really late, and I'm gonna get head to bed now. So, thanks for watching. Hopefully the next video will be a running video. Have a good night.